Hey there, you're at the Ripple Wyckoff technical analysis session, and let's take a quick look and see why I say Ripple is getting very close to a big price move. So here, the weekly chart. Previously we have put in two sets of text, one in yellow and one in blue. Basically there are different stages of Wyckoff, just that the difference is the first one, the blue, considers the buying climax happened back in December 2024 already, and what we have seen in mid-July was the upthrust of the distribution over here, while the yellow scenario considers the entire period during late 2024 from December 2024 all the way to June was a PSY period. And then what we've just seen in mid-July was the buying climax. So while both scenarios are possible, we can only tell by I want to use the word hindsight. It sounds more like that, because not until we have go through the entire timeline into the future we can confirm which case it is. As of now, while the charts are still developing, what we can do is to observe both scenarios. So looking into that, the red bars we have, the red candlesticks we have, combined with the red volume bars, it seems the selling isn't that crazy, and there's some support over here as well at around $2.95. So if this is really an automatic reaction, this second test already happened. The blue scenario is still in play because there's no higher peak at the moment. If this uptrend continues, because it's edging towards a decision point now, so the decision point is somewhere near September, beginning of September. So by mid-September, the price has to show us whether it's going to stay within the upward channel or is it going to fall outside. So the first stop is here, beginning of September, just in 2 weeks, roughly more than 2 weeks time. And then the next spot would be here, the end of September, because if it stays within, the price stays within the box but does not break through the purple key level, the $3.38, because this week and last 2 weeks, all 3 weeks were suppressed under this key level. You see these long wicks over there. Whenever the price got close to that level, it got pushed down basically. So remember, beginning of September, end of September, both key dates over there, that the price has to show us that it's going to stay within this upward trend. If not, then the likelihood of it finishing the distribution cycle is increased. So if it really falls outside of this light blue box, that means it's probably going to continue to find last point of supply and eventually return to an accumulation level. So it doesn't mean it goes all the way back into the white box, but it can, given like since 2017 till November 2024, most of the time the price has been traded within this white box. So theoretically speaking, there's still a chance for the price to come down all the way back to sub $1 basically. Obviously, if you are a diamond hand, true supporter, hoping Ripple's price to stabilize or appreciate along with time, you probably want it to stay at around the red level at $1.50, because that's where the buying climax back in 2021 was. So here, that's the macro view, that even though it's still within the upward trend, time is very limited. Early September, late September are critical. So big picture aside, let's go to the micro. Here, these two tags we put in last week, and both has happened already. So like I mentioned many times, that between these weekly sessions of mine, multiple stages can happen within a daily time frame. So multiple Wyckoff stages happen. So that was the second test, and then an LPSY immediately follows within a few days. Now we are at this point where the price seems to find support at the blue key level. That's $3.05. The price tried to get below it, but it found support and close above this key level. So that's a relieving sign for the bulls as of this moment. Because like I said, this point here, beginning of September, and this point here, near the end of September, are critical. Because even if it trades sideways, at those points, when it gets into this triangle, it cannot go outside and close over here. Especially if it closes outside for more than a day, that means this upward channel is broken, and there's a chance for it to seek lower points or lower price to start accumulation, as well as showing us another sign of weakness at the $2.70 key level. So I'll put this tag or leave this tag over here because there is a chance for this happening. If it doesn't, if it really finds sufficient demand to go higher, that means in the weekly chart it's going to head back to the purple or even higher. Then what it means in the daily is it comes back to here, challenge the purple, and the middle line of the upward channel. This middle line, when it happens, maybe later this month, that has sufficient height for the price to get to a point where it's at level with the buying climax. So you can consider this another second test. It's probably not enough for us, but if there's sufficient demand, it can definitely test this level. Or even if there's some crazily good news coming out, somebody wants to push the price further to distribute whatever they have on hand to people FOMO in, then an upfront may happen. So all the possibilities we analyze, we keep in mind like what scenarios may develop. Eventually how it happens we don't know, because we don't know what news are going to come out to either boost or kill the price. Just that as of this moment, these red bars over here is a bit worrying for the bulls, but it's basically just a narrow range sideways trading going on in my view over the past week, because you can see the price is basically trading between the blue key zone as well as the purple key zone. So it's only a matter of 30 cents, roughly 30 cents range. While the percentages may look a bit shocking, like 5%, 6%, 10%, but it's still within this range and well within this upward trend box. So it may still trade sideways, honestly, because sufficient support found over here. These wicks over here means people selling. So if there's no crazy news coming out, it may continue to stay that way. But always remember, September, beginning of September and end of September are two key dates. So thanks.